Hello, hello, hello. Great news. I have finally decided to record a video that will talk, where I will talk about my experience of being a YouTube blogger for the past, how many months? About 6, 7 months, I think, by now. Yeah, so I thought it would be, I really need at least one video that will be a bit more successful than the rest of my videos. As you can see, it turned out that the views are not super high and it takes forever to generate an engaging content. So I hope this topic will be a big thing. So let's see. I have here my notes. So the video is going to be about the experience of being a blogger or trying to be a blogger. Am I a blogger? Well, let's put it that way. So I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on this, and maybe it will be helpful also to some of you who haven't started yet but thinking of doing that. I always thought I wanted to do a YouTube, but I just was like postponing it until one day I pushed myself, literally I forced myself to do it, because I thought, those New Year resolutions when you have to do something that you've been thinking about for a long time and it's time to start. So that was my case. So I just decided to just do it. And to be honest, I always thought it was kind of a hassle to start it, but I always thought it shouldn't be that complicated. So I thought it's just a video, right? And then it's just a video where you talk. But it turned out that it's not that simple. So basically, it turned out to be super complicated, at least for me. So, and I'm gonna tell you several points why I think that way, and I'm still like finding my ways around it, and I don't know if I'm gonna get successful in that or not, but I keep trying, and I do love it for the moment. Now, first of all, when I decided to record my first video, I've realized that I need to. We all have iPhones or any sort of phones, but you need a lot of space. But that's not the worst thing. So it's basically technology and location. So where are you going to record it? So are you going to record it at home? And then I thought, okay, I'm going to record it at home. But then you put the camera on and you realize that your home is a mess. So you need to have some nice background. You need to dress up. You need to put makeup on, and it needs to be quiet. It needs to be a good space, and it also needs to be looking nicely cropped, so you have to have some nice background. So eventually at home I put some paintings on the walls, so there is some sort of background behind me where I'm recording the videos. But it's all like these little things that you kind of don't think about until you start doing things. And then the one more point about the technology is that once you record the videos, like, what do you do with them? So then you start facing a problem of like how you're gonna edit them, like how how you're gonna do all these different kind of edit tricks and stuff like that, like which programs you're gonna use. So I'm just gonna tell you what I'm using. So for the I'm doing two formats. I mean, there are only two formats available on YouTube. They're reels and they're videos. So the videos I'm doing with the iMovie and Canva. I think it's Canva. Yeah, and some reels I'm just literally adding directly to YouTube, and then YouTube generates the reel. But there are like little tips and tricks, like if your video is longer than you need, so you need to first crop it. So it's basically I also learned from other bloggers that you need to have a variety of tools that you're using, and then eventually you'll kind of choose a set that works for you. So that's about the technology and location. The other thing is your appearance. So apparently you have to you have to have a lot of energy and be in the mood to actually record the videos. So you have to be cheerful, you have to have like not being lazy, you have to be energetic and all this stuff. So I just realized sometimes I just don't have enough energy to do any stuff like this. So I just get tired and I'm not really in the mood. But from what I've realized when I was watching the YouTube bloggers, you kind of watch them. Sometimes it doesn't really matter what they talk about. It's more like about the voice, the like the voice, the appearance, like how they, the intonations and the speed of the text and all that stuff. So sometimes I just put them on the background and they're like working, like playing the videos as if it's my TV or radio. So that's what I'm doing. So basically, you really need to be a persona. You have to be engaging by yourself into so that other people can like and follow you. So let's see if I have that. Maybe not. And then how to create the interesting content and engaging content. So previously I've been involved in creating training materials for some company, and at that stage I thought I know everything. Well, so there's you really need like a content plan. So you need to know how to what kind of thing you want to talk about. Like, and one thing is art, like what you like. The other thing is like what other people like and how much content is there already about this topic. So basically, to make your content work, I don't know what you need to do because I haven't worked it out myself yet. So if you have any great tips, any great ideas, please share, and maybe you can give me some inspiration on that topic. Another one big thing I came across, the language. So obviously English is not my native language, so you need to decide which audience you're going to target and who you're going to speak to. So I'm sure if I was speaking in my native language, so I think or I hope like my videos would have been more successful, easier. I think I can be just more bubbly, you can have a variety of words and sentences, so you can speak more easily, fluently, like your articulation would be probably better, and then you wouldn't be so shy, like how you come across when you speak a foreign language. So I've decided to do everything in English. I think the English audience is bigger, I hope. So, but so so far it didn't help me much, but it did. Like at the beginning, I was actually very stressed, so I didn't know how to how to talk about it. So it felt like really not so straightforward, not so easy. So now I think I just ignore that fact. I just realized like, yeah, so whatever, my accent is my accent, my language just how I speak, and there's no way I can fix it quickly. So I just like accept it and like keep talking. And also it was a bit stressful to see yourself on the camera. So you just suddenly realize like all this you have to like how you look, how you come across. The first videos I recorded of myself was like, oh my god. But then I asked some other people and they said, no, it's actually good, it's okay. So I thought, okay, that's fine, I'll leave it. I'll just live with it and keep going. And finally, the last point I just wanted to mention today in this video. So the last point I wanted to mention today in this video is marketing. So you need to think how you name your videos. Well, maybe that's not that important, but sometimes I think if you literally are a beginner, anything can help. So sometimes I see like really successful videos and they literally, I just don't even know, like it's just very basic description. There's nothing like in particular fancy about it. The hashtags are very generic. But then I'm thinking like maybe at the start when you're trying to attract more audience, so maybe think about how to name them. So I've been trying different things. I'm not sure they're working well so far, but I keep trying, and let's see how that works out. So yeah, so these basically are all my notes for today. I'm really glad I recorded this video. So I'm just gonna add to this video, when I do the edit, I'm gonna add some bullet points in between the sections, and that's gonna be my great edit. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support, your likes. I would really appreciate if you could leave your feedback or any sort of thoughts in the comments, any suggestions, ideas, anything positive, please. That will that will help me to create more stuff of that kind. I'm actually quite pleased today of this background that I've chosen, so I'm glad that I went outside to record this video. I was a little bit shy because I was not sure where I can find a spot where no one is going to see me, that I'm looking at the camera and talking. So I'm kind of a bit embarrassed. Well, not embarrassed, I'm just a little bit shy. And sometimes also when I go plein air, so I'm trying to find a really safe spot that no one is like walking behind me or chasing me, like taking photos from the side, from the back, from the front. But even though I manage to find spots like that, people still manage to do everything that I'm trying to avoid. So I'm really, I'm really impressed with those artists who just stand right in front of the big square with lots of people, and they just there. Actually, the other question I wanted to ask you, honestly, like what type of content or what kind of topic might be of interest to you. So clearly, you don't have to answer that question. But if you have any ideas, like, it would be really appreciated. I thought I just need at some point to sit down and make some bullet points, but so far I haven't done them. Alrighty, so I saw that woman like behind. Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much again, like, for watching, and really appreciate your likes and comments and feedback, and all those ones who follow me. That's a lot of love. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.